Hello, everyone. First of all, thanks to each and everyone for joining today. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce myself and our company. This is Sarp, co-founder and technical responsible of the Markr. I've been inside of the crypto since many years. We built many tools that making it easy for users making their decision-making progress for their investments. And after 3 or 4 months later of the launch of the Avalanche primary network, we launched Markr. We started as a portfolio tracker tool, portfolio tracker and ecosystem tracker tool, and we extend our product with liquidity aggregation. And we generated huge trade volume and got huge engagement. And now I'm incredibly excited to talk about our new product called Markr Go, which is an account abstraction wallet that have numerous benefits it brings to the user experience. So we can do the presentation interactive, so you can ask questions whenever you want. Yeah. Let's start with 101. With simplest definition, Markr Go is a smart wallet based on proposal called account abstraction 4337. This improvement proposal released in 2021, and actually we are using the standard directly with some new improvements. You can see our basic level architecture on the right pane. There are a couple of network elements and some levels. First level is prerequisites level, and second level is integration level. Third level is relay level, and fourth and last level is execution level. On the interaction level, you can see 2 types of interaction in the integration. First one is direct integration. We already have 2 ready-to-use products already on the platform. First one is MetaDex aggregator. We're aggregating liquidity, and we get the best prices for each input tokens. And second one is NFT marketplace aggregator. We didn't release it yet, but we're gonna release it mid second week of this month. This integration type also includes SDK usage from other third-party apps that I will mention it later. And second integration type is indirect integrations with the use of Wallet Connect. We use Wallet Connect infrastructure to connect generated smart wallets to third-party apps. But the requirement of the Wallet Connect will be removed with our next releases, which is a browser extension wallet. But a little bit different because we enabled account abstraction by default in this extension. I will mention about it later again. And third one is relay level. Our matching engine gets the available broadcaster nodes and sends transaction to the broadcaster nodes. And broadcaster nodes simply execute the transaction and get revenue from transaction fees. And yeah, let's move to benefits of the Markr Go. Actually, there are a couple of benefits we offer, but let's start with this one because it's the most critical one to bootstrap account abstraction benefits to step further. As you know, there are many networks exist: layer 1s, layer 2s, layer 3s. When you want to execute some transaction on another network you need to change it or add it if you don't have, right? But Markr Go removes this requirement. We created a brand new network named Markr Go. Actually, there are 2 terms in our solution. One is Go Network, another one is Go Wallet. We combine 2 and we call it Markr Go. Actually, it's not a real network like Avalanche, but it's a fake one. It only imitates the needs of MetaMask or any other Web3 wallet. If you have a Go wallet, have a Go wallet and Go network has added to your Web3 wallet, you can sign any transaction without need of change the network. As you can see, we are featured on the chain list also. You can find us on Ethereum lists. Yeah, let's continue. As I said on previous slides, there are many networks exist, and most of them have their own native currency. It's really hard task for a simple user to manage this. We are fixing it with universal custom ERC tokens for gas tokens. For example, if you would like to pay your transactions fees with USDC, it's not a problem. If you deposit USDC to your account from Avalanche network, but want to execute some transaction from Ethereum network, it's still not a problem. Actually, this gives you a flexibility you need. And here's another benefit: gasless transactions and transaction state changes. Generally, many people ask that, what does it mean? Are the transactions are free? No, not like that. You don't pay transactions. You don't pay transaction fee while sending transactions, but you should deposit some balance to your gas tank, and or somebody can sponsor you for your transaction. When you send some transaction to the network, you see a complex window like you see gas prices, value, gas limits, etc. And any simple user couldn't even understand this. We changed it with the right one. We partnered with Tenderly. We simulate the transaction and show the breakdown and summary of the transaction, and user exactly know what's transaction, what will be transaction result. And it is my favorite benefit. Thanks to Markr Go, you can collect all transactions, bundle them together, and sign once. For example, if you want to swap some ERC20, you need to approve it first, and it makes two actions with the swap, approve and swap. Markr Go removes the extra step. We bundle the approve and swap transactions together and sign it with once. It's just an example about what batch transactions can achieve. It's literally limitless. There are many opportunities. I can share this video so you can see some demo. Yeah. Here you can see our platform. This is a web page. You can see multi-inputs, and you don't need to swap each of them on different transactions. You can see all of them, and just a second, yeah. You get the best price quotes from the liquidity aggregators, and you basically see the transaction breakdown and summary. When you hit the submit button, you sign some message, and after a few seconds, yes, transaction executed. When you click the details button, you can see which tokens go out and which tokens comes in your wallet. Yes.
Do I give unlimited approvals when you are doing a swap with the signature, or just approval
It depends on the user choice. You can approve infinitely, or you can approve the selected amounts only. I'm returning back to presentation. Yeah. You can see more actions being done in single transaction. For example, this transaction have like 7 transactions with approved steps, and we made it with just 1 transaction. We bundled them and signed all transactions in bundled state and sent the broadcaster notes, and they execute the transaction. And you can see how easy it's for the user side. We'll add more single-click actions to our platform in the future. By the way, the NFT marketplace aggregator already ready, but we add some new features like AVE deposits, AVE withdrawals, or adding liquidity Trader Joe, adding liquidity Uniswap. You don't need to, for example, you can have one token, but you want to add liquidity with some pair. You don't need to swap first or approve it first, swap then, and add liquidity. You can make it with one transaction with this solution. Another benefit is two-factor authentication for your smart wallet. When you deploy your smart wallet, there are no mnemonic phrase or no private key imported to anywhere else. The only gatekeeper is your deployer account. So it means two-factor authentication for a smart wallet, actually. When you deposit your assets to your smart wallet, there is no direct access to these assets. You can only access these assets by signing transaction from the deployer account. So the custody of your assets is on the smart wallet, protected by the signature algorithm of the EVM, that is elliptic curve digital signature algorithm. And it's linked to only your owner wallet. There is no access other than your deployer account. And here you can see some representation related with this. When you create some transaction from externally owned account before account abstraction, it affects the assets you own on externally owned account. But with the account abstraction, you just sign the transaction from externally owned account, but if it affects the assets you own on smart wallet. And here you can see how we interact with the other dApps currently. We integrated Wallet Connect, and if any other dApps supports the Wallet Connect protocol, Markr Go works on that app. Here you can see I'm trying to swap on Trader Joe, and I click to the approve button, and there comes some prompt to my attention. And when I approve this, the transaction goes to the network. You can see the screenshots of our platform. This is, this is a wallet section. You can see allocations of the wallet, and you can see your smart wallet. It's the same address for all networks, and you can see the latest transactions. You can see your portfolio value history, and with the clicking deploy button, you need to accept terms and conditions, and you can deploy your smart wallet, and you can deposit any gas token to your smart wallet. And here you can see a screenshot from our multi-swap feature. You can get best quotes from each token, and you can also see the correlation, the tokens between. And this is our transaction breakdown component. We also provide these UI tools as a SDK, so any app easily can integrate the whole package. And here is a short list of what are the research we are doing at Markr. We believe that social login is critical for accelerating the mass adoption. Think about that. You can create a wallet with your Google account or Facebook account. We think that it will be cool. And another topic we are working on is increasing the security of the wallets, adding more signers to execute the transaction, or recovering your smart wallets. If you lost your externally owned account, will increase the UX from security point of view. We are also working on browser extension. It's also a very critical topic to increase UX. Because when we would like to sign a transaction, still we need some Web3 wallet. So we need to remove this requirement by release our own. So you can see some prototypes of our browser extension wallet. Also, as I mentioned before, we'll add more one-click actions to improve our platform, like MetaDex aggregator, to help users to do their whole investment management in a single platform. So how to use Markr Account Abstraction SDK. We are currently on our first version and running our testnet, and it's kind of a primitive version of our SDK. So here's the details of our SDK, what it is doing on background. So when you call go.verify function method, you can see I called the endpoint with data, target, and value of the transactions. And you can add some params, so you can add some metadata to the transaction. And it results with cost values and gas prices. You need to execute the transaction on the network. And other method is broadcast. After you get the verify results, you need to send only this verification ID, and you can broadcast with this method to the network if user accept to send this. Yeah. And actually, it's an ecosystem because anyone run a broadcaster node can generate revenue. We received like 10% of the transaction fees as a revenue model. Anyone can extend our implementation to accept only selected custom ERC20s. Anyone can extend our implementation and create a strategy to accept decline conversion rate, because we offer some conversion rate to broadcaster nodes if they accept the conversion rate, so they can execute the transaction on the network. And anyone can extend our implementation to manage its own treasury. We currently on testnet managing our own treasury and send all transactions to the network. And any app can choose custom ERC20 token to pay gas fees. Anyone can integrate their app with our account abstraction tool. And any app can sponsor the whole transaction if they run their own broadcaster nodes. And yeah, that's all. If you have any questions, thank you.
Thanks for the presentation. I'm curious, when you're interacting to a smart contract with the Markr Go RPC, how does it know which RPC chain to use underneath the call?
Yeah. I'm going to show this one. Yeah, we have universal RPC server, and it imitates the Web3 wallet needs. And you just send the chain ID with transaction input. So
it's mapped on with the chain ID.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. I think that's all.
Sorry, I came up a bit later and I missed the part in which you implement social login. Is there something that with the SDK, can you implement like some, I don't know, different kind of version in which the user doesn't have, like you abstract away the private key, but yeah, you don't have the user to remember the private key, you can use other type of authentications. I didn't really get how you abstract that part away and what is possible, if you can reiterate, sorry.
Actually, like Google login or Facebook login, they generate unique key for each users. So they can generate with this key, you can use entropy of the wallet. So you can generate some wallet with this entropy. So anyone don't have the private key of the wallet, but you can create with the special private key the protocols generate for you.
So there is still a private key, and how do you make sure that the user is only the only one that owns it, right? Because you don't want to be a custodian.
Yeah.
Is there something that you do as well?
Yes, but it's managed by protocols like Google or Facebook, because they generate some private key to create new wallet. So we don't have it, user don't have it, just Google or Facebook have it.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.